Hello, my name is Brandon Ashcraft. I'm a recent graduate of Code Louisville's front-end web development course. For my project, I collaborated with Ronnie Reed, owner and operator of I Heart Beardies. She specializes in the breeding and retail of bearded dragons. Now, this collaboration offered many great opportunities, chief of which was the ability to work with the client to translate her vision into a working product. It also allowed me to remove my own personal bias and gave me a focus for my newfound skill set. So let's take a look at the website.
So here we are at the I Heart Beardies homepage. Now the first thing I'd like to point out is that the website is both scalable and responsive. I used 4 breakpoints and either percentages or rems on the necessary elements to ensure that they would fit a given screen size. The second thing I'd like to point out is that the navigation elements appear to collapse into a select box on small and medium screens. However, this is actually a field set with an unordered list nested inside of it. It's given the input type of radio, and the necessary anchor tag is inside of the label tag. This allows functionality even if JavaScript is turned off on a given machine. The class of dropdown is given a pseudo class of hover to allow the unordered list to be displayed. However, in scripts, we simply have a click function that will toggle the navigation open and closed, a key down function to allow more accessibility, and a mouse leave function to allow the unordered list to disappear once focus is thrown to a different part of the page. We've also given the legend the role of menu. This ARIA role will allow screen readers to see the legend as a menu, since that is what they will hover over to allow that drop down to activate. Now, most of my coding was done here in the development environment hosted by Cloud9. However, I did do some of the coding on my local devices. The website we're looking at here is coming out of my local files on my laptop. Now, here on the home page, we have a quick blurb about I Heart Beardies, as well as this slideshow of images that's used to emphasize the color morphs of the highest quality that she would like to showcase for her clients. However, to get into more of the detail of what she'd like to show, we have to go into the Beardies page. The trick here was that she had a lot of images that she wanted to display, but we didn't want to bog down the website with too many file-heavy images. So I chose to use Zurb Foundation's Clearing Lightbox to solve that problem. This way, we can host the larger images without them blowing up and bogging down the website's load time. Now on the Kiosk page, we only have a bit of a mock-up right now. This is because we found out that PayPal hosts a function to build either buttons or forms on their website that then you can incorporate into your website. And since that's the main way that she handles her transactions, we opted to do that at a later date. Next thing I'd like to show you is the pet care page. Now this is my favorite page on the site. Reason being is that she gave me a lot of information that she wanted to display to users with not a lot of instruction on how to parse that information out. So I chose to use slide toggle buttons that are nested inside of a span element. This way users can come in and look at the information they want to look at without necessarily having to root through a lot of information to get there. So let's take a look at the code. Originally, this was built purely in JavaScript. All of these buttons here were the way that we had that listed. However, I realized that if I simply nest the button inside of the HTML page, it would, one, cut down the file size of my scripts file to 5 lines of code for this particular function, but it also allows only the pet care HTML to be the file that needs to be updated if information has to be added or removed. Now back on our information page, We went back to Zerb's Foundation and used their tabs.js function to give this a little bit more organization. We have certain types of things. These are generic bits of information that she wanted to give about her bearded dragons and bearded dragons in general without having it incorporated into the pet care page, because it wouldn't be right to have this generic information there. So we use tabs.js to organize this a little bit more. We have pattern morphs, color morphs, genetic morphs, and genotypes explained. And this is a quick and easy way for people to cross-reference some of the information that happens to be displayed throughout the rest of the site. Now here on the contact page, we simply have a couple of disclaimers about what you can and can't do for her clients, as well as a contact form that allows us to send information directly to her email. Now this was important because she did not want to sell bearded dragons on her kiosk page because she couldn't always guarantee their availability. So it's really important that clients be able to contact her directly to discuss dragon availability. This will ultimately be wired up so that it will go directly to her email. But beyond that, it's just simply an HTML form with the necessary field set and information listed in there. Once we're wired up on the back end, users will be able to send her information directly to her email, and she'll be able to get back to them in a timely manner.
Okay, so there are a few things that we need to accomplish prior to publication. I still have to incorporate the PayPal elements, and there are a few styles I need to back up to increase cross-browser compatibility. Professionally, my next steps are twofold. I'll be attending Code Louisville's Android development course in the fall, and I'd like to soon start working as a front-end web developer. I believe that my skills and experience would be a great asset to the right company. And if you'd like to learn more, please check out my profile at linkedin.com/in/bashcraft502. And you can also check out these project files at github.com/Brandon Ashcraft/iHeartBeardies. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.